money because that's where a lot of the resentment started to fester. My husband provided, yes, but only where he saw fit. He was a stingy man. Up until the very day I left him, I was paying half the bills. Arguably, I was paying even more than half. And this wasn't because we earned the same. He made drastically more money than I did. But I was the one stretching every dollar, putting my family first, while I was often left behind. I made sacrifices. Real sacrifices. There were times I put my career decisions on hold or gave up opportunities altogether just so he could get further ahead with his financial goals. I worked 40 hours every week, just like him. But when the workday ended, his day was done. Mine was just entering its second phase. I took care of his son, which meant driving to practices, attending games, managing schedules. I made sure the family was fed. I took care of the dogs. I maintained the house. I had little to no time for myself. I was running on empty, constantly. And what did I get in return for keeping our world spinning? I got nights where he would come home late, 5 or 6 nights a week. I got flat out ignored. If I tried to give instructions, if we had a disagreement, or if I just wanted to talk, I was met with silence. If I asked for help, I either wouldn't receive it, or I'd get it after a long delay, done with the absolute least amount of effort possible. I would wake up some mornings and he would just be gone. No notice. No, hey, I'm heading out. Just an empty side of the bed. Sure, I usually knew he was at one of 2 places, but that's not the point. The point is the lack of consideration. The point is that I didn't matter enough to be informed. It got worse. The disrespect started leaking out in public. He would undermine me in front of his son. He would disrespect me in front of other people. And during moments of anger, behind closed doors, he would make inappropriate comments about my weight. He knew exactly where to hit to make it hurt. Trying to have a conversation with him was impossible without it ending in a loud, screaming argument. Towards the end, I was crying constantly. I went from crying maybe once every other week to 3 or 4 times a week. I was living in a state of chronic heartbreak. Our sex life? Non-existent. It had never been great, to be honest. It was always short, always about him. I was often left unsatisfied and, worse, made to feel like it was my fault.